Hello class. I just want to put together a series of short videos on creating presentation boards for architectural presentations, mainly using Illustrator. This is all pretty simple stuff, but just sort of covering the bases in case you forget anything or need to go back. I just have one presentation I just threw together quickly here as an example. In this video I just want to go over basic starting things. It's pretty simple. If you want to do a new file, you go to New. You can set up your presentation board. My example is not this size, but we're going to use 24 by 36 for the assignment I'm making this for. So I'm going to go to Print, and you can switch this tab over here to inches, and you can do 24. If I type it in correctly, by 36, and there I have the sheet. And then of course this is portrait, but I'm going to let you choose portrait orientation. You can just flip it back and forth, and you say create, and you will have your board right over here, and you can just put it on it. There's one thing I do want to say when you're setting up, and in fact even before you get to this step of a white piece of paper that you're drawing on, I highly recommend looking at what other people did, especially young students or young architects. Instead of trying to think you can develop everything from scratch, there's a lot out there on the internet you can use as a base of ideas. So I just went to Google, I went to images, and I typed in architectural presentation boards, and you can scroll through and say, you know what, I really like this presentation or that presentation or whatever it is, and use, or I like this one and that one, and sort of pull together the ideas of how they put this how they put their presentation together, and sort of use that for inspiration as you think through the steps of how to do that. So now what I'm going to do in the series of videos is I'm going to show various things like how to use multiple presentation boards in one, which can be useful at times, how to do simple things like set up guides. In class and lecture I'll talk more about presentation basics on other such things like layout concepts and things of that nature. I won't necessarily do that in this video, but I will talk about how you get there, like using guides and all that kind of thing. And then I will also show how to strategies for importing images as well, because you might approach things differently, and I'll sort of use this as my example. So again, it's all pretty easy, but make sure they cover everything. In case you have questions, you can always go back to this quick series of videos.